Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have teamed up with Beauty Bay and I am going to show you how to create this super easy festive look. If you go on to Edited by Beauty Bay, it's their blog, they actually have their own version of this video as well. So this is called the Gloss and Glitter Eye Tutorial. So really I'm going to show you how I do my whole face, but on the eye you'll see that there's kind of like a nice eye gloss on the top, but then underneath we've got the glitter. It is right up my street. So thank you whoever assigned this look to me, you obviously have watched my videos. So if you would like to see how I created this look, stay tuned. I'm going to go in with my Stila Aqua Glow foundation. This foundation I have actually used a few times before. It comes in a kind of dropper bottle, so you just go in, drop that onto the back of your hand. I've got like maybe like a pump and a half, and then just apply it straight with a beauty blender. This stuff is beautiful. I have used it. I had a whole tub of it, a whole bottle, and I actually went right through it. This foundation is just really pretty. It's really glowy as well. Nice for winter especially, just because it does give your skin that hydration. So this is just going to be a really beautiful, fresh makeup, really easy. One of the easiest tutorials I think I've ever done, but still really beautiful for Christmas time. So if you guys are doing your own Christmas makeup, if you're going out for a party or if you're meeting with friends, this is ideal. Then I'm just going to conceal my eyes like normal. I'm just going to slightly warm up my face before we get into the eyes. Keeping it so fresh. I'm going to jump in just now and do my brows. I'm going to use the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Medium Brown. And I'm just going to brush through them first. And that just makes brows look a little bit fuller, a little bit kind of darker as well. Super easy to get nice fluffy fresh brows. Now I'm going to go into eyes. I'm going to use my Art Deco High Performance Eyeshadow Stylo, which is French for pen, in the shade number 16. We're just going to use this all across the lid. And I'm using that right up to the crease, so when I go in with an eyeshadow brush, like this one here, I can just buff that out like a kind of smoky eye. These pencils are really good because they are creamy enough to blend out, but once they set, they really set. Fab. And I'm going to do the same thing underneath my eye. On the top of the eye, I'm going to use the Paul & Joe eye gloss. This is really beautiful, so it just comes like a kind of lip gloss. And once you pop that on, I'm just going to pat it on all over my lid. It just makes the eye look like there is a gloss on, but because it's made for the eye, it actually lasts a lot longer than a real gloss would. How beautiful is that? I'm obsessed. Never would I have thought to pick this up, honestly. You can just put that all over the eyeshadow we've already put on. Underneath the eye, I'm going to use a mix of two different glitters. I am going to use one from LA Splash. I've used this before in a video. This is the shade Mai Tai, and it is the most gorgeous gold. And then I'm also going to use the lip glitters, which are amazing. They are stackable, so obviously I've got a bright green under here, but I'm going to use this silver up here, and I'm going to mix the gold and the silver and put it underneath my eye. So let's do the silver first, and then we'll put on the gold. For the glitter to have something to stick to, I'm going to go back in with this pencil and just pat that on underneath. And then I'm going to use a kind of small firm brush from Zoeva just to place this on. So I just go into the glitter first, and then to put glitter on without getting it on your face, I just kind of tilt my head forward. and then place the glitter on like that. Once you have most of the silver glitter on, just pat that down as much as you need to. You don't need to bring this all the way down your face, obviously, but it's pretty neat. This little container is really cool, so I'm just going to tap some glitter onto the top using the same brush, and then we're just going to put the gold on top, and that honestly is so beautiful when you mix the gold and the silver together. Now all that this look is missing is a chunky lash. I am going to use the PUR Big Look Mascara. Can you see the sun that's coming in my window? This is a nightmare. And I'm just going to build these lashes up to make them as thick as possible. Can you see the difference in these eyes? That's amazing. Oh my god, I think this is my new favourite mascara. Can you see the difference in my eyeballs right now? And once that is done, all you need is a lip. So I'm going to use the Gerard Cosmetics lipstick in Nude. And I'm not even going to use a lip liner today. Just going to pop it on by itself and then use my finger. I'm just going to slightly thicken up my brows. And then once you've kind of done one coat of mascara, you can always go back in and do another one once it's dry for a wee bit more thickness. And then with the lipstick, again, just a nice coat. You don't always need lip liner, it's quite nice just to use your fingers to dull it down a little bit. And the Gerard Cosmetics lipsticks are really nice, they're nice and matte. And that's you, Christmas ready. And that is the finished look, you guys. I hope you liked it. This was super different for me. It's like a minimal amount of product. It took me, no joke, about 15 minutes to do this whole entire look. So I thought it was maybe quite good to do something a little bit kind of easier on my channel, a little bit quicker and a little bit of less product. So thank you so much to Beauty Bay for sponsoring this video. I have shopped with you guys for the longest time. I remember my Beauty Bay parcels were my life when I was a makeup artist, when I was just studying. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye!